So we already know in the U.S. and in many other jurisdictions that 3/4 of the market are not ICOs or not what would be called securities. Even in the U.S., Canada, and Taiwan, the three jurisdictions that follow something similar to the Howey test that we've talked about, 3/4 of the market is non-securities. It's just a commodity, a cash crypto. So you'll hear debates about initial coin offerings and what's a security and what's not a security. Relevant and important debate. But for 3/4 of the market, it's not particularly relevant as a legal matter, as a regulatory matter. Broda.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023, in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But of course, you have to do your own research. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we had Bitcoin and crypto move up slightly. Right now, we are flat, but over the last 7 days, we have pulled back. Now, we have JP Morgan says, due to the regulatory crackdowns, institutional investors are looking overseas for other opportunities and then also into gold. And guys, we know the whole goal of these big corporations are putting their footprint in the emerging markets. Even when you look at the major crypto projects, they're in the emerging markets. Now, guys, we know on the weekend we're the only game in town. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. On Friday, we had yield rates slightly move up, still well off the highs, but I definitely see yield rates will begin to move up. We know this debt ceiling drama has to come to an end. And then we have the dollar was slightly down. We have Tether, USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $2.2 trillion. In the last couple weeks, It's been about 2.3 on Friday. But this Friday, 2.2 trillion. And we know the central banks are raising rates and run off the balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And guys, it looks like the Fed is going to pause. We know the EU is going to continue on. And then these countries that are getting beat down by the dollar and their inflation is running wild are going to still raise rates. And speaking of one of them, we have Argentina Central Bank halts cryptocurrency from payment apps. And we know inflation is killing Argentina. So we know the people are going to run to an alternative, and that's cryptocurrency, stable coins, Bitcoin. But we know that's what the central banks want. We know it's going to put pressure on them temporarily. Same way the Fed. The Fed is losing money on a daily basis. But this is all temporary for the bigger plan, which is the fourth industrial revolution. And guys, we have the SEC hands out the biggest whistleblower award in history, $279 million. And let's see where this came from, because that's a lot of money. $279 million. Just imagine the money whoever they told on was making. This had to be a big corporation. And we know the SEC, when it comes to the NWO, does nothing to protect the institutional investor. We know Gary Gensler is the NWO chess piece. He's been kicking this regulation can down the road when it comes to crypto. And when you look at stock buybacks, it's nothing but manipulating the whole stock market. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale sending about $25.2 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Tim Cook says Apple will weave in AI into products, but they want an unbiased AI. And we know this process is already being done behind the curtain. And how many people have an iPhone in their hand across the globe? It doesn't have the bitten Apple for any reason. The NWO is going to use these Apple iPhones to move their agenda. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Binance faces U.S. probe possible Russian sanction violation. And guys, we hear Iran accounts being blocked from Binance. Israel blocking Palestinian accounts. And guys, we know that anything that happens with Binance is going to have a big effect when it comes to crypto. Yes, it's going to be temporary, but it will have a big effect. And we know that Binance movie is right around the corner. And you know, I always tell you a year to 2 years ahead of time. The same way I told you about the debt ceiling. We know the NWO has to keep these distractions up so they can play the master magician and run the money in the back door, so they can build the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.